Hello, welcome back. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome back to one more podcast. Welcome back. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. Welcome. Okay. Um, we we are going to look into the topic that says when love is gone, what's next? When love is gone, what's next? Because let's be honest, a lot of you are not in love anymore. You are just in history. A lot of you are not in love anymore. You're just in history. You experience love or fall in love once in your lifetime. Some people taste love in their teenage age, some in marriage, and others they never even like experience it at all. Okay, so I don't know what category you fall into. But we are going to discuss love in relationship, marriage. You know, what you have to understand is that nobody prepares you for the day love just evaporate. If you're in love, maybe you marriage, you got married, you're in love with your sweetheart, you're in a long-term relationship, you believe that both of you are in love, but nobody will prepare you. Nobody will prepare you when that love will evaporate. One day you are doing good morning, babe, and the next day is good morning with frowning face, full stop, no emoji, no energy, just vibes and disappointment, just like that. The love started just like that, evaporating, evaporating. You know, to be honest, when love goes, it doesn't always come out. It doesn't always like show immediately that it's no more there. Sometimes it tiptoes. You know what I mean? Like like when your data is just going little by little, especially when you're watching your TikTok, scrolling the TikTok or your Instagram reels, it's just going bit by bit without your knowledge. Okay. You just wake up one morning and realize that something is off. Something is off. The tests are short and the tests getting shorter. The calls are getting colder. They don't call anymore the way they used to call. Even when they call, it's becoming colder. You know what I mean? There's no vibe. There's no energy. And suddenly your partner's laugh start irritating you. Whatever they do, it starts irritating you. Their jokes, it's no more funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. Talking about when love is gone, what's next? So when you get to this stage, you don't need to panic. You don't need to panic at all. Just remember that heartbreaks builds character, and if it doesn't, at least it gives you that chance. It gives you that opportunity, or it can gives you that content for your next what book you're writing, or next episode, or next podcast, or something like that, or whatever that you're interested in. It gives you that energy. Talking about when love is gone, what's next? That's what we're going to discuss this evening, and I'm going to put on the screen now the number to, or as usual, most of you that have been following us, you know how it is. So the number is on the screen now, +44 744 982 3876. That's the number to call. And the line is open. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. The line is free now. If you call, you can get through. Okay. Let's crack on. All right. You know that stage when you get to that stage where your partner voice starts sounding like a mosquito at 2 a.m. When I love you becomes, did you lock the door? When hugs, normal hugs you guys normally like have all the time, feels like wrestling matches. Kisses are rarely. It's just the kiss. To get even to get to kids, it's like fuel scarcity in Nigeria. You know how it is. That's when love is going. That's when love has packed its loads and quietly Japan. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you very clear.
Okay.
But the topic we are discussing when love dies, what next? It's a very tricky one, very specific topic. You know, when what you said is love,
Hmm.
it's not easy. It's
Yeah.
not easy, but all the same, there are few things that are left for the person.
Hmm.
One thing is if you don't want to move ahead, you die on it. Then for someone who wants to leave, I think there are some measures that are that he will face. Something like having healings and reflection as an option. Allowing yourself to go grief. Having grief in life is not bad. Though. It's
Hmm.
not a bad thing that if something happens to you, you grieve over that thing.
Hmm.
It helps you to have a full reflection of everything that happened,
Yeah.
and and you acknowledge your emotions.
Hmm.
Too many people don't know exactly how their emotions are. When something painful happens to you, grieve over it, you can acknowledge, process your emotions about things.
Hmm.
And when you process your emotion, that is a good option for you to know if you will, fall again into love or never to love again.
Hmm.
And so people who experience many, love dies or heartbreak several times, I think they did not process their emotions to know what they really want again. Then when you grieve over when the love dies,
Hmm.
you you capture where you can capture exactly how your emotions are and know how to go about it. At the same time, you see that you have a full reflection of everything that transpired between you identify exactly what happened or
Hmm.
where it went wrong
Hmm.
and learn from it. Yes. You know, at the same time, you see that when you go all these through processes, the next thing for you is to seek for support or have a friend you always talk to,
Hmm.
a trusted friend. You can always discuss your emotions, what went wrong, so that you'll be guided. From that, processes, you see that you will be getting a little healing, healing. And at the same time, you keep distance.
Hmm.
Very important.
Yeah.
You keep a great distance, never to go back to your everything. It will help you to heal and know what you really want. If you seek a support, they will always ask you to exploit on new things,
Hmm.
new interests,
Hmm.
develop a new hobby,
Yeah.
emotions,
Hmm.
yeah, healing, and keep the healing. When you explore new things and all that, you see that these are options. You don't need to die because love. There are things I heard after when love dies and all that. When all those things happen, you see that you see yourself growing,
mm,
healthy, having a good, healthy, you know, things around you, setting boundaries. You set the boundaries. I think the last thing or the best thing for everyone to do is to forgive. You forgive yourself and forgive others. When you realize whatever thing that has trespassed
mm.
or has went wrong, you firstly forgive yourself for doing good or doing bad in the process. Also forgive others too. Without the forgiveness, I think there will be no sentiment in growth.
Okay.
And I think these are little viewpoints
So
try to
the
share.
what? Yeah. So what I understand mainly is that it depends on how you handle it.
You
Okay. So people.
know,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah. Mhm.
following that the relationship or not.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your call.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
you know,
Okay. When love dies, what's next? Like I said, when love is gone, what's next? Because I see some people, they they will tell you that love can be rekindled. Love can be rekindled, but just if you look at it, if you look at it, let's be real. Sometimes that flame didn't just go away. It didn't just go out. It was blown out by some things, lies, cheating, laziness, no, a lot of things that can like kill that without knowing that their love is going, is evaporating. Lack of communication, lack of intimacy, a lot of things. Some of the things that most people they ignore. Sometimes couples they ignore those things. You understand what I mean? Some they will tell you maybe it's loud snoring. It's not a lot. I can't sleep. So because of that, I don't know what to do. Do you understand? So that's the way it goes. So when love gone, there are three main types of people. There are three main types of people. You have the fissers, those people that they read 10 relationship quotes, 10 relationship books, they watch therapy, TikToks, something like that. They quote verses. They will tell you straight away, love is patient, love is kind. Meanwhile, their partner has already moved on. Their partner hasn't replied their text since 1 week ago. The other person is already checked out without their knowledge. But they, within them, they believe in that the love is patient, love is kind. So they keep on holding on there, right? Then there are the second type of people, the ones that are you can call the escape artists. These people, these ones like they don't break up. Okay, they just ghost like holy. I don't even like have they will ghost you. They will just ghost you anyhow. One day they are there, next they are not there. The number is no longer reachable. These are some of them that you meet on relationship or something like that. You think that you're still in a relationship with them or something, they already checked out. You call and call, their number is not going through. It's either they blocked your phone, they blocked you on no social medias, everything. All the social handles, they block you. But you thought that you are still in a relationship. And the third part of people, the other stage, I mean, like the other set of people are those ones you can call the investors. The investors. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go on.
And when when love is gone,
Mm.
it exposes everything. What am I saying?
Yeah.
In a marriage or in a relationship, love is very, very vital. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because when there's no love, marriage or relationship cannot work. Because um, the love I'm talking, it depends in a marriage or in a friendship. In my own observation or in my own understanding,
Mm-hmm.
you have two way of loving. You know, there is one, if a woman that son that will love a guy
Mm.
or they will love their husband because of how they dress. They love you because of you dress fine or you wear good wears or you apply perfume or you dress cute or you behave maturely
Mm.
or you make laugh or you make them happy.
Mm.
That was one. Then there are some women that will love you naturally, whether you have money or don't have money, whether you are beautiful, handsome or not handsome or beautiful, they will love you.
Mm.
So those
Are you,
ones,
are you sure?
yeah,
Are you
I'm,
sure?
yeah.
Okay.
So see a man naturally they develop that love. A man, they can go to any length. Even if their family is against them, they'll say, that this man, they will know me. Or without this man, I will not exist. Yes. But love, when that love of such person comes or goes on,
Mm.
you see that you cannot amend that one. Nothing you can do amend it because once that one out, you see the house or the marriage is there as of any little thing you do, you
Mm.
can't please that person. Even if you need advice or you want to seek something from the, you see problem. Even when you do good, because of that love is out, nothing you will do that will look pleasable on her hand on his eye. Everything will start irritating you. You see that your mind, your aim, your focus will not be on that marriage again. So this one, you cannot amend it. You cannot please. But those ones I say, when a woman loves you or when a man loves you because of how you dress or how you look or how you use adventure, those things bring that person into the marriage. And along on the long run, person, if that person is not seeing those things anymore, you see that and you change those look or those things that pleases the person and do another thing. You see that love will start spreading, spreading, spreading. If you don't know the secret, unless you know the secret or the person in question tell you, see, this is my life or this is my life, then you can be able to amend. When you start amending, you try to please bring that back or bring those old memories, then you start amending your ways. That person can give the second chance when she or he is not seeing those things.
Mm.
Or you are the type, the woman loves you because of how you give her money or how you spend on her. or places you take her, an adventure. If you stop doing those things, you will see that that love is not there, and you are not giving her attention, or you are not caring anymore. Your life will start having yours a questionable character before him. You start being somehow, or you start being somehow. But when you know the root or the genesis of removing the love or going away from you, that person will start to amend. When you amend and start teaching her and giving her those things to do as normally, see things will start normalizing. But
Yeah,
you
but
once explain that
yeah, but what's next? What's next when you find out that the love is gone? What's next?
love is gone. If you cannot bring that love back again, nothing will do again because the moment will not stay for you again.
Mm.
When it's not lead to anything, then it can lead to divorce or it can lead to coming to the two parties for dialogue, or it can lead to anything. It can lead, this one you are talking about, it happen in the Western world. You can see a woman in the Western world. She will just come to you, say, I love you. But once she's fed up with you, she'll tell you in front of that, I don't love you anymore. See, I've seen another person. You don't do anything. She leave you and focus on that person. So that is it.
Mhm.
So when you see that the love is there or the love is actually gone out, and you try your possible thing to make sure that you report that love back. If that love is gone, the only thing you do is try to leave or step aside so that there will be peace. That's the only thing.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your call. Okay. I was before the call. I was saying that there are three types of people that you see when love is gone. The way they react and the way they take it. I mentioned the fixers and I mentioned the escape artists. The fixers are the ones that maybe like they will start quoting verses for you, quoting things for you. Love is patient, love is kind, and all that. Why the escape artists are the ones that you know they, they start ghosting you anyhow. They will not pick your calls and all that. Block you on every social media handle. And then we'll talk about the investors. These are the ones that they still they're still there because maybe they spend a lot of money, spending a lot of things. Maybe they already paid the bride price or rent. They're paying rent for this person, they hire house or something like that. And what I mean that they've invested a lot in that relationship. So they will just manage till the lease expires. They will hang it in there. That's what I'm trying to say. Because they spend a lot of money. So they will just hold it, try to force it. You understand what I mean? So, you know, that's what they call the rebrand era. When love dies, once that love dies, a lot of people, they'll enter that rebrand phase. Suddenly, someone who used to post, you see, like some people, if you go to their Instagram handle or Facebook handle, they always like, they post hashtags and like couple goals. You know what I mean? They will put in a lot of hashtags to promote their relationship, something like that. Then once that love or they start having issues in their relationship, you will notice that they will start tweeting or doing some other things, different things. You see them even on their WhatsApp status, start putting their peace over drama. They start like, changing, going to gym, They doing new hair, cutting their hairs, or you see them wearing glasses indoors. They start like, like, I mean, they start talking about new energy. I'm then see them. I'm protecting my peace. I don't want no problem. I'm trying to protect my peace. I need my peace. Do you understand? Meanwhile, within them, they are heartbroken. They are hungry. Do you understand what I mean? You start noticing some things if you are someone that is observant. Do you understand what I mean? They're heartbroken, but they're just trying to camouflage, cover it up. What you have to know, like when the gentleman, when he called earlier, he said that breakups turn everyone into a philosopher. Breakup, lie is hot. When you have that breakup, some of them they start like quoting, become philosophers. You start saying things like everything happens for a reason, giving you quotes. Yes, and that reason is you ignored 10 red flags. You ignore the red flags. You saw the red flags. You call them different things. You call them cute quicks. You saw all the red flags. You know that things are not going well. There's a lot of things that are happening. You just ignore it. Believing that things gonna, fix itself, something like that. You understand? Because love, I said earlier, love doesn't just like go. It doesn't like, walk away just immediately. It goes slowly, gradually, bit by bit, bit by bit. You understand? And once you get to that stage where you like, the pity phase. What I mean the pity phase, you know, when that love that immediately it goes, when it dies, maturity, maturity dies with it. Immediately. You start like behaving like a kid, start messing about, can't control yourself anymore. Some people they start like, overreacting. Suddenly you see some people they start watching stories just to see if they are suffering. They are watching their partner, they are watching their wives or their husbands' stories on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Just they're watching all of that just to see if that person is suffering. See them, they posting pictures, different kind of pictures, cars, pictures. They put the captions on the pictures, putting it there just to like make the other person to feel envy or to feel maybe like hot or something like that. You see them on the pictures. God is good. God is good. Who God is with. Nobody gonna be against them. They become like quoting a lot of things. But deep down, like, they they're hurting. They choke. You know what I mean? Everybody passes through this petty, I mean, like petty chapter. Okay, people, everybody passes through that. Once you broke up in a relationship or something like that, to get to that stage, everybody passes. But it depends on how you handle it, the way you control yourself and all that. You understand? Some people will say to you, you have to move on, but you are still watching their Instagram stories like an undercover agent. Once they post, you are going there. You are watching, you're watching everything about. You can't let go. You post selfies with captions, different. You know what I mean? You putting like glowing differently, everything, but only difference is lighting. You putting all the features, all of everything on the phone just to make you look different. You pretend that you don't care, but the moment they post someone new, your blood pressure attend them. I mean, like it's choir practice. Start having BP because you always like watching. You always tagging them. You always like watching their stories. You just want to find out what really is going on in their life. But remember, Love already dies. Some of them that's already worked out. Some already that I mean, like they moved on already. Even the calm ones become FBI agents. Some of them that you think maybe they are very calm. No, everything they are decoding all the emojis. They know all the emojis. He posted 5 emojis. He posted fire emojis. Is that for me or for that new girl? All of that. Then there are some of them that they they are looking for revenge dates. Revenge dates. They are all straight, going out with different people, going on dates, taking pictures, sending out there so that the other person will see it. The other person will see it straight away for them to get jealous or something. Sometimes they don't even like the new person. They just need that S to see if maybe like see the S will see that person that they are smiling in someone else's car. They stay in the car taking pictures, selfie. They're saying they're posting. They're not posting it because of themselves. They're posting it because they want their S to see it. Some people will say to you, yeah, it's good because it's you're on the process of healing. Through that, maybe you can heal. And healing is not a straight line. No, sometimes it curves around pettiness. Through that petty, all the stuff you're doing, some people they say that that's a process of healing. What are we talking about? When love dies, what's next? What's next? Gentleman that called it, he said that there are some people, there are some ladies, maybe some of them that will see you and love you just for you, who you are. And I asked him, are you sure? He said, yes. There are some people like they just see you, they just love you. And I don't know. I don't think so because there are things that someone sees in you that makes him to or he or she or whatever to love you. There are characteristics. They always have something. It's either maybe your physique, the way you are built, or your your character, your funny, your personality is something that whenever they are around you, they feel energized. They feel like they feel calm. They're laughing or something. Someone like they always want to stay around because of your personality. There are things that always attract someone. There are some things that makes them to fall in love. It's either maybe you have some money, you could have good money. You're someone that you're fun to be with. Going out, take them out, give them anything they want. You always giving them. You're a caring person. On that. There's a lot of things that makes someone to fall in love. Okay, and most times they will ask them. They will say to you that, "Yeah, I just love you for you." It's nothing like that. There's something that makes you to fall in love. What is it? Maybe the person is very good in the inner room. Maybe there's something that makes you to fall in love with that person. There's nothing like I just love you for you. What are you talking about? It's either way, maybe the way the person dresses, the kind of car he drives. There are things that makes you to fall in love, that makes you to be attracted to the person, and then you fall in love. You can see most times you see some ladies they will tell you that you understand. I don't seriously. You know I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not materialistic. You understand? I can adapt to any situation. Money is not my problem. I don't really care about that. Are you sure? Really? You know what I mean? So there are a lot of things that you have to look into. Okay. A relationship, marriage, sometimes, is, I don't know, I would say that is a funeral of feelings sometimes. Can call it what it is. Sometimes love dies. No warning, no obituary, just silence. You self, you start wondering what happened, how, when did it start, what really happened, how did it get to this stage? You start arguing about nonsense, start arguing about toothpaste, start arguing about phone chargers, you start arguing about Netflix password, you start arguing about everything. You are fighting all the time. You know what I mean? But deep down inside of you, know that it's not about all of that. It's not about all those things. It's just that there's no more love. It's all gone. Has evaporated gradually. It's just gone. You are just too tired. You're tired. You don't even know how to like resuscitate a ghost. You understand? You're trying to it's dead. You don't know how to resuscitate it. You don't know what to do because you're already gone. You know when you see spirit, yeah, you open the bottle. Sometimes you see spirit, you don't see it going. When you look inside the bottle, it's gone. There's nothing inside the bottle. You'll be wondering how it evaporated. It's gone. That's the way it is sometimes when it comes to love dying in a relationship. Sometimes when they get tired, they start going. Little things become issues. Become issues. And before long, you know what is going on. Some people they just get into that stage where I can call it the delusion phase. They start convincing themselves it's just a phrase. That is just a phase. But they're seeing all the signs. You're seeing all the signs, everything is there. There's no calls, no communication, no intimacy, no text messages, nothing. Nothing. You can see it. You are seeing it. You understand? But inside of you, because you are delusional, you can't believe. You just think that is a phase. It's a phase. They start saying things like every couple goes through this. Every couple goes through this. Without knowing that every couple goes through arguments, not emotional coma. You know what I mean? It's normal in every relationship. There's an argument. But once you get to that emotional coma, I mean, emotionally, you're drained. Everything is out there. It's gone. That's where it becomes a big problem. You start doing extra. You start dressing nice. You start planning date nice. You start forcing yourself, forcing cuddling. You want them to cuddle you. You're forcing them to do it. You understand? You want to have your conjugal rights and everything. You want to be intimate with them. You have to force that. You're begging them for everything. Everything is your beg. You need to ask for it. You need to beg them. It's crazy because cuddling someone you are no longer in love with feels like trying to hug your task officer. Try or maybe like you trying to hug a electric pipe. The barbed wire. You're trying to hug that. It's warmth, but no joy because you're forcing them to do it. Sometimes they'll put their hand in there. So then they tell them you started screaming that you want to you want to strangle them. You are sweating. They give you an excuse again to push you away. Why? Because it's not there anymore. There's no more love. It's gone. It's gone. What I'm trying to say is that most times, many people might be in a relationship, they don't notice what is really happening around them. They don't like pay attention. They don't really like, see the handwriting on the wall until you get to the stage where it takes them unaware. And then they start rushing, trying to resuscitate it, trying to, rekindle everything that they've lost. It's difficult sometimes. And that's the reason why relationship, marriage is like I said it in our last podcast. It's an institution where they give you this certificate before you start learning. You understand? So you need to learn. You need to pay attention. You need to study. You need to know what is happening. Do you understand that? Because if you don't, you will get to the rebrand stage. That stage where the breakups happens, where the breakups happens, or worse, it doesn't, but your soul checks out. Your soul checks out. How do you know that? Check that out. Always go to their status. Read it. You see that. Everything. Doesn't you're normally gonna see it. They start posting pictures and putting a piece over everything. It's there. Self-love is the best love. It's there. Protecting my energy, everything. They would you see that, yes. You understand? Because they're trying to console themselves. They are protecting their energy. What energy are you protecting? You are just tired of replying their nonsense, their nonsense. Do you understand? That is it. You cut your hair, you hit trying to gym up, start listening to everything, podcast about healing. Because you're under the brand stage. You're there. Your phone gallery suddenly becomes full of food pictures, mirror selfies, all of that. You even change your wallpaper to something motivational like, I'm enough. God everything. God over every you know how it is. You know? Now you are reborn. But look at it. Honestly, just look at it. That's not I know that it's not a bad thing because I don't know. When that love dies, when that love leaves, it clears space for identity to return, right? Now you want to focus on yourself. Like what the gentleman when he called earlier, he said that sometimes when someone leaves you, or when someone you have that you broke up with someone or something like that. Sometimes it's a good thing because it can give you that opportunity to recover yourself, know who you are. You understand? It's just like your identity returns. Now your eyes will open. Now you understand that you really need to focus on yourself. You really need to work on yourself. You understand? Because sometimes you see that heartbreak isn't destruction; it's a renovation. You just renovate yourself. Think about your life. Maybe be messing about. You've been this person has already drained you to the stage where you know you don't recognize yourself anymore. But that breakup gives you a lifeline for you to focus on yourself. You understand? And then we ask that question: what's actually next? What next? What is it? Because forget about all these things we'll be saying, be joking around or whatever. Joke aside, just keep it. What actually, what is it actually next when love is gone? What is going to happen? What's going to happen? I think the best answer is you. The best answer is you. You discover yourself, your peace, everything. You discover who you are when you are not even trying to be someone other half. You are not trying to please someone. You are not trying to, you know, I don't know, pour water on the stone that is not, it's not going to be there. What I'm trying to do, when you are not trying to, like, you're not trying too hard now to please someone that does not want you. Do you understand? Because that's the worst thing that can happen. When you are trying so hard to please someone that does not want you, that is very, very bad. You get what I'm saying? So next is that you discover, find out that this person don't want you. There's no need forcing yourself on them. There's no need trying to like kill yourself over trying to like, there's nothing. Forget it. You discover yourself. You let them go. You just let them go and relax. Think about your life. What are the mistakes that you did? You can use the opportunity to heal. You can use the opportunity now to work on yourself. Build back your confidence. Build back everything. You understand? Because it depends on how you handle it. Because there's a lot of people that, yes, I understand that when they had that breakup, the next thing that happens to them, they can't. You see that most of them they can't even like they, they can't stand. If you check on TikTok, you can see some men. Some of the men you see that they after divorce or something like that, or their baby mama like left them to go and meet another man or something. That tell them that they are not interested anymore. Some of the men you see them they are like coming out in the cars, they start crying, shedding tears. You can see the pain. You can see the pain on the face. You can see the pain in their voices, the way they speak, because they put in a lot of energy. They put in a lot of time. They work so hard in that relationship. I mean, like they invested a lot in that relationship that they cannot let go. It's difficult. Some of them even tell you that I don't really know what happened. What did I do to her? She just like wake up one morning, she doesn't want anymore. The person left. Some ladies too, see them crying, the same thing. I did everything for this guy. He just woke up one morning, says he doesn't want anymore. What really happened? They don't know. And then they forget that it didn't just happen that day. There were signs, but they overlook those signs. There are a lot of signs. They didn't like gradually, they've been seeing those signs, but they didn't notice that that love has been evaporating. It's been going. Gradually, it's been going until when it's gone, that person is not there anymore. It's not picking their calls. It doesn't want it's gone. But they forget there was a time when they wanted to hug. This person doesn't want it, don't need the hug. They wanted intimacy. When they touch, they say no, I don't have time. Seriously, I'm not in the mood. I'm tired. They start giving excuses. A lot of signs in there. They don't pick calls. There's some messages. All of those things. There were signs. Argument after argument, argument after argument, fight, a little thing, things that bring fight, a little things. fight, argument, just like that. Those are signs, but they overlook all those signs. It didn't just happen. The love didn't just go. It was going gradually, bit by bit, because they weren't vigilant. They weren't noticing. They weren't paying attention. That's why it took them unawares. And that's the reason why they start crying. She didn't just wake up one morning and pack her bags and go. No, it's been coming for a long time. She's been telling you that she might not tell you straight away, but the characters, attitude, the way they behave already showed. So if you're someone that would pay attention, you already notice that. The same way, he didn't just wake up one morning and left. Signs been there, but he didn't pay attention. That's the problem. So what's next is you. You have to remember your dreams, your hobbies, your silly laughter that doesn't need approval. All of that. Love living isn't always the end. No, it can be, reintroductions, something like that. You know what I mean? Because honestly, you are a whole person before that relationship. You really got yourself before that relationship. You know yourself before you get into that relationship. It might be painful that this person left, but you know yourself. All you need to do is to remember who you were, who you are, and work on yourself. And you'll be a whole person after. The same. And if you are still sad, don't worry. Love will come again if you really want to fall in love again. Because some people, they might experience love once in their lifetime. Some people, they claim that they fall in love, and many can tell you that they're in love with 4 people at the same time. Do you understand what I mean? So what's next is you. Is you. What am I trying to say? Okay? When love dies, what next? I'm gonna say, if someone doesn't want to stay with you, don't beg. Don't stalk them. There's no amount of begging that'll make that person to like change their mind. No way. Even if they change their mind, it's going to be like maybe you they are doing you a favor, and which is the worst. Understand? It's going to be one-sided. So don't beg, don't stalk them. If they want to go, let it go. Just breathe, glow. I mean, if possible. I mean, if you can block them strategically. You can just block everything and work on yourself and move on. Understand? Because life, they say, is how you see it and how you handle it. Okay? How you handle it. Because once once you're gone, come on, man. Other people will still live. Other people will still live. You understand what I mean? That's what we're going to stop this evening. The only thing I will leave you with is that heartbreak builds character. And don't forget to know who you are. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying with us to this time. Those that make the calls and all that. I appreciate every one of you. Okay. Please don't forget to share the program. Share the program to your contacts and all that. Okay. And I'll say thank you for listening to one podcast where we discuss everyday family issues, relationship, and culture. See you next time. Hopefully, in love or at least in peace. Have a lovely weekend.